Hello, my gaming family. How are you doing? So, let me try. My phone was doing some weird things, but that's fine. Um, I have gotten confirmation that Wayne and Lane are absolutely okay with the changes I've made and the way that I'm doing the challenge. So, we are good to go. So again, if you guys want to see um, others do this, go check out Wayne and Lane, old gamers Wayne and Lane, and you know, give them a sub if you like their content. I can't think of the word. And yeah, and check out what they're doing. They go live doing stuff, their challenge plus many other things that they're doing. Mama Bear, Sandra, not Sandra, but Texas Ginger Girl, Farmer Donkey. I mean, go check all of them out. You know, they are great people to watch and such a hoot to listen to. I mean, they have so much fun over there. So, anyways, I need to eat and drink. Need to eat and drink, so I need a full meal here. So we're gonna go Control L. Eat full meal cost me $20. I am completely full, a little tired there, but nothing major. I want to rest. Rest is right Control R. Okay. So I am fully rested. My belly's full. My throat is moistened. My water bottle is full. And I haven't done any work today. Although I've done lots of work, but excuse me. So as you can see here, I've got I spent some time. I cut down a bunch of trees, and the stuff is still going. My sawmill is just about full. I have a long plank to kick out here in a second. But yeah, so I've got a bunch going here. Now I also went and, well, like I said, I've now got the mod. Everything is constructable instead of just place it down. So this here is going to be a log storage, right? Which is really nice because you can put a full tree in there, and then when you ask for logs back out, it spits out like these perfectly sized freaking logs. Even though it doesn't matter what you put in there, it'll spit out perfect logs. So it's nice. It's nice to be able just to pick them up and, you know, put them into the sawmill. Now, somebody was telling me that the bat wing, I think I've got it here. Let's find it. Here, for the mower, I was looking for something that was going to kind of mow and mulch the shrubs and everything. So this here is bat wing, I think they call it. Yeah, bat wing. So we're going to pick this thing up. I'm going to order it, and I'll have to go pick it up at the store. Trans fan. I don't think that does anything. The tires are fine. Wheel setup. Main color. Wow, got a lot of blacks all of a sudden here. Blue. Oh yeah, that looks cool. Detail color, frame color. We go with my black. Yeah. Rim colors, rim color's good. I like that little detail color. I don't have all of my colors and all that stuff that I should have activated them, but um, I do have one that has carbon fiber, so but that's close enough. So we're gonna order this. I'll have to go pick it up. That's fine. So supposedly that one will mulch all those little bushes and stuff. A little pricey, but hey, it's going to be worth it because, you know, when you drop a log here and then you cut all the branches off, you tend to lose a lot of things. I know there's a lot of those little wedges and stuff around here, you know, from cutting trees. And so they're all over the place. Hoping that maybe by saving the game and quitting and coming back, they might be all gone. Maybe, hopefully. But anyways, yeah. So
right,
this this
Stop
here is going to take just 1 month, so it'll be done here next month. So, all this stuff, I think they've got everything they need. Yeah. They got everything they need. Let's go see. Well, road's over here. Don't want to try and flatten this out a little bit, like that angle. This one's now covered.
Right then, come on, that's enough now.
And they've got everything they need. So I wish you could like restack things. That'd be so cool. You know, like a partial brick here, and I got one down there. It's a partial. Too bad you couldn't take them and restack them, so you got full pallet or something. I don't know why I got so many up here, but you know, we'll kind of collect all this stuff. You know, and obviously the next project, well, we'll use it. But I'll collect this stuff afterwards when the whole house is actually built and done. Because who knows if they're going to need more or not. So for now, we'll leave it there. Let's get the tractor right there. Disconnected. Nope. Disconnect this. Oh yeah, I forgot to change all that. I'll have to change it after once I'm done the live stream. But welcome in. I'm just gonna go pick up a mower here on this really steep hill. So just to show you, I'm not sure lane or lane, but like you were saying, your fields and anything you make from your fields have to go to paying for equipment and stuff like that. They cannot be used for the final $5 million, correct? Okay, Lane. So did you hear my question? The rule that states that any profit made from buying or selling fields or harvesting fields can go to buying equipment, but the money itself cannot go to the final $5 million, correct? Okay, so this is what I've done. I don't know if you like this idea or not, but because I'm doing this in multiplayer version, I have made a second farm, and I named it not not primary money, only for buying. So I've got a greenhouse. Like right now, it's putting out peas. So when I sell the peas, the money goes in here, but I keep track of what it was, and I transfer that money into this account. Okay, so this is my primary money. As you see, I got $100,000 right now. That's my primary money. That's money from selling wood and blah blah blah, you know, this and that. Anything that's not from selling wood from the lumber mill goes into the other bank. Now, if I need a tractor, right? Oh, I'm a little short. I can come in here. I can transfer money from this one into the sawmill farm, buy my tractor. But in the end, the $5 million will only be in here. This will not be included in the $5 million. That's just a side cash bank. You know, it's got nothing to do with the Sawmill Challenge in the sense of the $5 million. So I think it's an easy way for me to keep track of, you know, like if I make a field and I sell all the grain, I take all that money, I put it in that secondary bank. If I need to buy equipment, I can take that money and buy that piece of equipment. I don't know, it's just something that, you know, maybe others can look into if they do it that way. Keep track of what is sawmill profit and what is, you know, selling sheep wool profit or whatever, right? Just a thought, just an idea. See how you like it. And right now, everything is constructible. Are we allowed to use other sawmills, or does it have to only be the one mentioned? The chip and wood sawmill. I have the one that was stated that we needed. But if we wanted a second one, does it have to be the exact same one? Or can it be a different one? In all reality, I hate those stupid doors. Good sawmill, but I hate those doors. I really hope this mower works. I think it's just a good way to kind of keep track, right? Here's your $5 million that the sawmill made, but like you said, you can use farmland to make money to buy equipment for the sawmill. But how do you keep that separated and not part of the $5 million? Okay, so we can add 10 of these, but it has to be this specific sawmill. Okay, I just wanted to clarify. Now, I did come up with I asked somebody else too. I says, what about firewood? Does firewood fall under sawmill, or would that fall under field profit? You know, field farm profit. 'Cause I can get the firewood processor, put logs in it. I just want to clarify a few things so I'm not doing it wrong, or you know what I mean. I want to try and stay true, aside from what I'm actually doing. Yeah, I'm gonna mow this, but I got no way to bale it. Not that I need to bale it, I just want it gone. Get rid of the bushes. Thank you so much for telling me about the batwing. Now I can land logs and limb them and not lose them. I got the house way up top there. Okay, so I was just, I don't plan on using it. I was just wondering, just for the fact that, is firewood supplementary wood like a field would be? And that's what I was kind of thinking. It's the secondary profit. It's not the primary profit. Yeah, this is a nice mower. It gets rid of all the brush and grass and everything. This is where the house is being built. Way up here, top of the hill. Still got about 3 months left to do that. Okay, I'm stuck between trees. That's not gonna work. Yeah, it seems like it's a really nice mower. I like the fact that it gets rid of the brush. I don't have to sit here with the chainsaw one at a time all the time. And you like my idea with the super strength thing? I can use super strength as long as I've paid for the equipment that can do exactly what I'm doing with the super strength. As I put it, for example, if I wanted to pick up a log and put it in and load the truck, I've got to have, on the tractor, I've got a log grapple. Right? And so as long as I've paid for the equipment that can do what I'm going to do with the super strength, I'm good to go. Don't want to do it just because I've got super strength. I've made the sacrifice. I've paid for the equipment to do what I'm going to be doing. So it's just not actually using that equipment. Like I said, I really hate using forks and stuff, and I don't want to make people sitting around while I'm trying to fumble and fight with log forks when I could just pick it up, put it in the truck, get going, and people aren't sitting around waiting. Well, that was the other thing I was looking at too. Is this technically liftable pallets and stuff like that have a form of super strength? But right now with super strength, I could pick up a whole tree. But technically I can't right now because I don't have a tractor strong enough to pick up a whole tree. I can only pick up with super strength what this tractor can pick up with the log forks. Right? So I can't just cut down a big tree and say, oh yeah, pick it up with super strength and bring it to a sawmill. No, because my tractor's not strong enough to do that. Now, if I had a 800 horsepower tractor, front end loader, and all that stuff, and it could pick that whole tree up, fine. But that's, you know, upwards of $400,000. Yeah, that's so much better when you cut down a freaking tree. Now you can actually see where it is. But I don't want the grass. I don't want the bales. I might just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm having fun so far. I'm not going to get through there, am I? No, I did. I'm having fun though. And that was the main thing, is I didn't want to fight with something I didn't like using and then get discouraged and just say, screw it, I'm not doing it no more. You're gonna need a shed sooner or later too. Now, one thing, I did have a winch, and for some reason, because you got to use the letter R for the winch to pull the winch cable, right? You had, I better shut it off. You got to use R to pull the winch cable, right? But R is also like your activator here. Like, say if you go to this button, you want to get into it, right? And it wouldn't let me. No matter where I was on the map, it would not let me access anything using the letter R. So as soon as I sold the winch, it was back to normal. So I had the winch. It was working. So that's so much better. I can now drop a tree and limit and still find the tree. Yeah. It's not hit nothing. Hello, Miss Texas Ginger Girl. Thank you so much for posting links and welcoming in. Sorry, I was babbling away. See, like, as far as I know, the tractor cannot lift that. So let's double check. And like I said, I'm using like manual hookups and stuff, so technically I'm making this challenge harder for myself. I already had to dish out freaking, like, what was it, $385 or something because I got a flat tire in the truck. Pain in the butt. Now I'll try and do this. Let's see if I can without down there. That. Okay. So if I can pick this up, which I highly doubt. I don't think this tractor's strong enough for it. See, the tractor is just barely not strong enough. Like, it's strong enough, but it's not heavy enough. this tree, I would probably use super strength on. Because I'm like right on the edge of not being able to. But if I do, no, not that, this. Okay, let go of it now. Thank you. This tractor is strong enough to push it around. So I would use super strength, but say like this tree here, I know that tractor will not pick that tree up. So I'm not using super strength to move that tree. I'll use super strength to move this tree. Right? I don't think it's going to fit in there right now, but. Yeah, there's not enough space in it right now. Oh well. But you know what I mean? Like, if the tractor can't do it, I won't do it. You ever played on this map? This is a really nice map. Except for the fact that it doesn't have a whole lot of factories and stuff on it. There's very few factories. But loving the challenge so far. You know, that's the extent of everything that's on the map. Minus my stuff here in the corner. You've got the Grain West silo, the warehouse, and that's part of the warehouse. You got a fuel station. Up here you've got the vehicle shop, animal dealer, and then the silage and manure. And you've got the wood chip and wood mill. This is the one that's actually on this map. No worries. No worries. Take your time, my friend. Now, I did put this down, right? Because there is no farmer's market. And without that farmer's market, you can't sell anything. Or at least very little. So I put the farmer's market in. 22% hungry, thirsty, and a little tired, but let's eat something here. What do I want? Okay. Okay. Control K. Well, I gotta wait 0.8 hours. Really? Okay, what about drinking? Drinking is you, right? Yes. I can drink a little bit. Brings that down a little bit. I gotta wait for a little bit to eat. Hey, let's turn this tree up. Puppy power. I don't know why some of these branches just won't go away. So, temporarily we will well, it must have been empty enough to take that. That one's gone now too. It'll eventually take this one. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting around now. Let's go like this, because I know this works. I don't want the money from that. Not that it looks any better, but rid of the stuff up here, like so. Good enough. That's better. We'll deal with the rest of it after. Well, it's because I flattened it. Okay, so it is April. Let's open this thing up. I put the sawmill too close to the corner of the edge of the property. I don't think I can actually cut this stuff. It's not my yard, technically. So what we were going to do is, this is full. Back to the truck. This into the truck. Push that one. Push that one. Where do we got to bring these? Two. Prefab walls. Yeah, we're not doing that. That cabin thing is, I don't know, it's not working. Prefab walls. Farmer's market. Warehouse paying more. Okay. To the warehouse it is. I'm not cutting through their yard. I'm going to take my driveway. I know it could easily just, drive through their yard, but not the way I want to play it. I want to take the roads. Corner too tight. So I'm gonna bring those peas in so that you guys can see what I'm talking about, right? $108. Not bad, not bad. Really foggy in that corner for some reason. I'd love to buy this property right here so I can cut this grass. Maybe put in trees to cut down. What am I looking for? Oh yeah. I was gonna
That shovel won't wear out if you actually
What?
use it, you know. Bloody hell. Back in my day, we'd have this finished by dinner.
Really? It doesn't have auto load. Oh, no big deal. Put them up there by, oops. Put them up there by hand now. This is not how I want to do it anyways, but it's okay. This time we will. Okay. So, I know right off the bat what it's going to do is it'll sell each crate. Each crate is $150. So that's 1, 2, 3, right? That's $450. Now I can't do $50 increments, so we're gonna go up here. What did I say? 1, 2, 3. So let's do 400. So we're gonna transfer 400. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll get that money back. Because right now I'm negative that amount. Now I'm not sure what the peas will sell for, so peas are going to the farmer's market. I prefer dumping all the crates into a trailer because it's easier to sell and calculate. Try and keep track here. The 5,347, so we'll make it 5,400, and that'll kind of balance out that 47 and the 50 I didn't put in from before. Just an average, right? So, damn, what did I say? That was what, 3,500, I think, wasn't it? So now that'll come out of my account, right? Did that change? Did you guys see it change? Please let me know. You know what? I don't care. We're going to hit transfer again anyways. Now I know for sure that it did transfer out. Even if I transferred it twice, not a big deal. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. So Now, if I need to buy something and I don't have enough money, I can transfer money back to buy something. But at the end of the day, once you hit $5 million, you're not including that amount. Okay, well, let's take in. I think the beams go to the warehouse too, if I remember correctly. Wood beams, warehouse, yeah. And then the other two, they go to the farmer's market. We're good there. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in and watching today. It's muchly appreciated. Love having you all here. Tight squeeze. Come on, pull it in. Pull it around. Pull it around. Pull it around. There you go. Good try. Run this down to the farmer's market, come back, get the other two, or bring this down to the warehouse actually. And then we'll see what our final price is after doing all that. Another 84,000, almost up to 300,000. Nice, nice. It won't be long, we'll be pushing $1 million here soon. Now, I guess it would just depend on, you know, how long do you want to wait? Just really just keep loading trees into this thing and keep pumping them out. Or if you wanted to, you could just build another 2 or 3 more sawmills. Am I strong enough to do this? Just strong enough. Oops. Almost knocked it all over. Come on, push. Push, push, push. We're gonna hit the other ones? Yep. Well, I knocked them over anyways. Okay, let's get these ones out. let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, we're good. So we're gonna layer these up first. We want to hit the letter Y. Wood, plank, wood. Oh, the log. Planks long. Load. Good. Good. Now we're gonna push these ones out. Okay, let's get these all loaded up here. Wait a minute, I gotta change that. Regular planks, yeah, right there, like that. Get them loaded in. Now we can get these out to the farmers markets. And we're just gonna double check just to make sure. Planks. It's not the best time to sell them, but that's okay. We're good for now. Warehouses 22.7. Farmers markets 22.5. So actually, they're going to go to the warehouse. Those ones. Long planks are going to farmers market. All right. So, right. Yeah. Which is good because those ones are on top, so can go to the warehouse. Go to the warehouse first. We'll drop off the regular planks. Whoa, what are you guys doing there? Why are you guys all falling off? Wow, everything's going nuts. I didn't even grab that one. All right. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Everyone's just going freaking haywire. Why are you like everything's just going nuts there? I don't know why. Okay, so let's redo this then. Okay. We want this. We want to unload to the right, everybody off. Now, I want long planks first. Load. Now, I want regular planks. Load. I want everybody to stay. Stay. Okay. So we were going for shifting. I don't know why. For shifting. Regular planks were going where? Long planks were going to the farmer's market. Regular planks are going to the warehouse. Okay. Unload left. And I want, what do I want to unload? I want planks, yes. Shift I. Shift R. I'm unable. Fine, and we'll shift to the right, unload long planks, shift I, shift R, put them back. What the guys didn't load properly. Come. What the hell is up with you guys? Okay, fine, want to be that way? Whatever. Okay, we're up to 384,000 with that whole debacle thingy. Up to the farmer's market. I don't know why they're loading weird. Or shifting. Tree. Another tree. Yeah, like they're loading weird, they're shifting. It's not normal. Really like this military truck. You can get them with the fifth wheel, the dump box, the grain box, and the log truck. Yeah. You gotta make a big U-turn on the grass. Another $92,000. So we got $476,666. I think we're doing pretty good now. What's up, kitty? Why are you meowing? I don't have any treats in here for you. Can you hear me okay? Somebody let me know. You guys can hear me just fine. Not like the beginning of last stream where I completely forgot to turn the microphone on. Hey, there we go. That's been taken care of. Now, with the amount of money that I've got, is it beneficial to buy this? It gives me all kinds of grass, but nothing useful. Got some trees across the lake, or across the river that I can't really get to. And a little bit here. Probably not. Since I need trees, I can come back here. It doesn't help me up front here, but so I could go this way, 264. Or why are we jerking here? What's going on?
We are currently staring.
Okay, or I could pull into 6 here. That's pretty steep stuff over there, if I remember correctly. We're in the middle here, so yeah, like this is a pretty steep hill. That's going to start getting hard to... I mean, I could use a yarder, but... And then yank it all the way over here. Because that's... Doing that gives me... Yeah, all the way around. So I could just drive onto their property at that point. Other than that, that's just the gas station. That's the vehicle. Yeah, this would be the next best one, I think. It's not overly crazy hilly. I mean, it's flat to the edge, pretty much flat to the edge of the map. Going towards my property, a little bit uphill. And then if we start going back down towards the road, bunch of decent trees. And then if we go this way, am I off the property? Oh yeah, I'm way off the property, but I'm not towards the end of it. If we go back this way, it's got to be close. Yeah. Then we can go this way. Still, not the biggest hill. There is a bit of a hill, but not the biggest hill. Still flat areas. I'm out of that zone anyways. So, really not too bad. Now I could pull off 12. Still quite a few trees. I don't know. Gotta think about it. Let's go back to my property here. Excuse me. So, let's get this thing built. I want this thing done. Excuse me. Let's start this again. Greenhouse is doing good. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wait for a bit. Do anything yet? Thanks for what, Lane? I didn't do anything yet. And we got a couple things. Peas. There. That thing is done. So that's what this thing is. This is a log storage. So let's clear some of this stuff up here. Oh, no worries. I mean, you guys are awesome. I love watching you. I know a lot of other people love watching you too. And yeah, I mean, you might as well. Like, people need to know more about you. Grow that channel. I think this is this one's full? No, this one's not full. Anyways, yeah, these log storages I like them. Because you can put whatever you want in them for trees. And when you ask for them back out, they're like perfectly uniformed and everything else. So you just bring a log over. Right? Get this set up first. Storing. I'm going to activate it. Not sure why it spit them out. Not supposed to spit them out. But either way, yeah. But see how that log I put in there? This is what it gave me back. So it doesn't matter what you put in there. You know, if I take this one, let's cut this one down. We get lucky and land it right on top. Yeah. Yeah, I just missed it. You just missed it. That's missed it. So if we go like this. Maybe it's not enough. I think it makes a certain amount. Like, either way, it's a log storage, and I like it. It works good. Keeps your yard clean. Anything. Yeah, see. Gets up, I think it's 1,000 liters or something. Right now is 137. Right? I just want to see. Oh, making a mess, making a mess. I take that out, take this out. This one is 900. Stop rolling. 920 kilograms, 960 liters of wood. And this one's the exact same thing, yeah. So it just makes them a certain size and spits them out. So, but what's nice is, they all come out exactly the same. Doesn't matter what kind of wood you put in it. Man, those trees are bending. Yeah. But anyways, let's finish cleaning this up. Get this stuff out of the way for anything else that we happen to want to build. And this be cleaned up over here. Can't have a messy yard now, people. It's not very professional. Okay, this is used stuff. That's for logs when this thing gets too full. And this is what we've got so far. We've got a bunch of peas. Let's go check on the house. We haven't checked up there for a while. Let's check around up here. See that? They're still hoarded in. Stupidly, I freaking somehow hit pause project. I don't know how, but I did. But yeah, we're on phase 4. I gotta make sure I have $10,873 in the bank, which I'm pretty sure I do. And then the house will be ready. And then I can come and clean all this stuff up and then do some yard maintenance and stuff. As far as another sawmill, I could probably have enough room for right over here. What do you guys think? Another one over here? So now Lane said I have to use the exact same one, which is fine. I just wanted it clarified, that's all. Can't go using a different one. So, do we have the room? Yes, we do. Not worried about flattening right now. We just have the room, right? It would take 3 months to build it, plus the materials, obviously. Yeah. So if we take this, like that, like this, and if we flatten this out, I wonder how much higher that ground is on that side. Okay. For some reason, it's quite a bit higher over this end than it is over there. It's not too bad, actually. We can make it look good, right? We have the know-how. Make it a little bit natural, yeah. Same thing with this. We'll bring this one back up a little bit now that we kind of wrecked it a bit. So. Then we'll come over here and kind of work this a little bit. Then we'll take this one. We're going to back off the strength. Make it bigger. I'm going to start up here. Blend this in just a little. Like so. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to start here. And we're going to work our way up to that. Jump up the strength a little bit here. Maybe even the size. Just making it look better. And then we'll soften it out a little bit. It's raining again. Do that. Come around on this side a little bit, like so. Just little oops kind of things. Not too bad, doesn't look too bad, eh? Now, since that's not quite our property, we're going to come to this one and enlarge a little bit. We're going to turn it around and we're going to fix this a little bit here. Trying to be perfect, right? I just want it to look a little bit better. Placing it over here. So, yeah, doesn't look too bad, eh? Yep. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. So now that we've got that flattened out, now we can come back over here. We can come back down to that sawmill. This one here. I think of the best way to put it here. So I wish I would have thought of this before that thing. Put that there. That's a tree inlet, so that's not too bad. Got room to scoot around on that side. Because what I'm hoping is I can actually load trees into that thing after both sawmills are full, and then I can just pull them out and throw them into the tree inlets, right? So let's do that. I'll have to fix this corner after. And this one. Not a big deal, but we're good for now. So, what do we need? What do we need? Okay, we need some of this stuff. How much of each? I have no idea, but we need it. We need prefab walls. We need just the one. We just need a little bit. Wooden beams. We got 838 in there now, but we still need basically 2 1/4. We need 5 planks, or 5 long planks, 2 cement brick, 2 roof tile, and 8 planks. Okay. So we'll give them everything we've got in here, right? And that'll be start anyways. So, right? We still need a lot more stuff. Yeah, just keep bringing this stuff over. Little by little. I'm sure the stuff for the house is probably done. Or will be done, so we can go get that stuff and bring it down right to this. Alright? Don't want to put fresh stuff in there yet. Cement bags, we still need 4 more. Now we have a bunch up top. Bricks should be covered. Roof tile. Let's see what we got for roof tile. Took a little bit out of that. Yep. Okay, so let's go get yeah, we'll use this. Not quite done yet. They are not quite done yet. Next month, I'm assuming. Okay. Well, we'll just leave the truck here for now. We got lots of construction going on. Lots of, we got enough wood in here to sleep. Lots of wood in there. Okay, so we're going to sleep for the night. It is warm in here. I think it's time to open some windows. It was actually quite cool this morning. Kitty cat, you almost got run over. Kitty cat is sitting right behind the chair. I'm just opening my two windows here. Got the fan pointed at one of them, so it kind of draws the hot air out of the room, but sucks the cool air in from the other window. So I can already feel the cool draft. That's good. That's good. Oh, my yard's starting to grow up again. Okay, so this stuff up here should be this. The house is done. The house is done, my friends. The house is done. Look at that. Even the cable's on. The internet's ready to go. See that? Cable's ready. Don't need a fire going. It's June. Nice, nice. Let's look at the bathroom here. Hello. Why aren't you opening? You turn the light on and off. Why is the door not open? There we go. So we got a nice bathroom in here. Nice little soaker corner tub. Yeah. His and her sinks. You never know, right? Someday. What we got in here? Oh, they got the bedroom all set up. Got a problem though. Okay. And it's just not showing me the sleep trigger. Sleep trigger and I think the in here? I know there's a wardrobe trigger. There it is. Just for some reason it's not showing me. Big kitchen in here with ooh, they ordered my my fancy old fridge. Yeah, right on. Office. High-tech computer screen. It's see-through. Nice, nice. Piano in there, and we got the upstairs. Should be a bedroom here. Yeah, another bedroom here. Lounging couch. Bathroom. No, the other bedroom. Work desk, everything. This one's a bathroom. Another little jacuzzi, the corner soaking tub. Again, his and hers mirror. Pool table. Small little fireplace up here, cast iron fireplace. Lounging area. Excuse me. Nice place though. Nice place. So now we can, you know, do landscaping and stuff later on. I can do that off screen. But what we do need, eventually I want to clear all those trees out on that side. So I got a nice outlook of the river. So let's load this. Oh yeah, doesn't have auto load. So in here. know this stuff's gonna load weird. Not much I can do about it. Take this, put this here. Yeah, this stuff, when parts of it are missing, it still seems to think that it's there. Anything. So go to stack it on top, and it's actually, it knows, and it thinks that it's a full stack, even though it's not. When you stack these things, they look really weird. Welcome in, sir. Welcome back. This is the top kick. Top kick is let's log on this. Hello, there it is. In your trucks, it is a Lizard C7500, right? Cheap truck, 7,500 or 15,000, but you can have a short bed or the long bed. You got a choice of a bunch of rims. Got hitch style, so you can have like a bumper hitch, or you can have the fifth wheel. If you go with the bumper hitch or standard frame, right? Your exhaust, toolboxes, antennas, different fenders, truck logo, sun visor if you want a sun visor on it. You know, change out some of your bumpers, you know, clearance bumpers or whatever. Change out the mirrors, rusty, chrome, or black. Interior setup, I think it was just color or something. I don't remember. Yeah, it's kind of a color. And then attachers, you can get the snowplow front 3-point hitch. Then, of course, you can change all the colors of the truck. Now, if you go to the truck, you hit combinations. You can put on like if it's a short bed, you can put the short bed box on it. The short bed flat bed, right? Of course, they have gooseneck on the flat deck, or fifth wheel and gooseneck. Steel tread or wood deck. You can put beacon lights on, change your colors. Now again, you can go short bed or long bed. All right. And that's what I forgot to switch on mine. That's why my auto load's not working. Need to, you know, exercise it out. And I forgot to do that, so I got to go to the thing. But you can get the toolbox bed for it, tank for it. So there's multiple things, the grain truck or the grain box and the dump box. That's all for that truck. And of course, if you have the fifth wheel, well, you can do these things, right? But yeah, it's the Lizard Tipper, or no, that's not it. The Lizard C7500. Nice trucks. They're cheap enough to get going in something, you know, like on a new start. I think that's everything around here. Yeah, because I got the flatbed on it, but I could take the flatbed off. I don't know if it will. I don't know if it'll let me while the stuff's on it. But yeah, I gotta. This stuff's gonna wobble around because it's like all ball stuff. But yeah, I forgot to adjust my auto load when I bought it, so I gotta bring it back to the shop and actually fix it. Okay, don't need you. So you can stay there. While we finish you off, yeah. While we finish you off, yep. These beams, yeah. We're gonna have to get some more. These bricks.
Ross has done more work than you lot
Don't
today,
need
and
these
that's
bricks, but
saying
we'll
something.
just stack them
So
here
if
for
you're
now.
waiting for inspiration, it
Let's
isn't coming.
see.
I mean,
Don't
at
need
this
roof
rate,
plates?
Christmas will
No.
arrive before the roof does.
But we'll go with this for now. Just so they're all in one place. Cement bags. Get the cement in there. So, no, we're done. Don't need any more. Okay. No. For now, we'll just put them here. So, and the planks. I know you need planks. There you go. But yeah, if I can disconnect this. Right. And then if you had like the tank part of it, go. Why aren't you letting go? You're supposed to unhook. I don't know why it's not letting go. This map's been doing some weird things like that. That's why it's trying to fall through the earth. I don't know why it's trying to do that. Oh, that'll require another reason I have super strength. Come on, get on there properly. Took it off now. Normally it works just fine. Stands there and away you go. Why are you doing that? Yeah, I think it's something to do with the map. It's trying to fall through the map. That's why it's not holding itself up. But I don't know. I like it. It's a good starter truck. You know, for 20 grand. You know, let's say even 30 grand, you can have like a tank and a flat deck. And you want to spend a little more, you get these. I don't think so. I do believe it's a. No, it should be crossplay. Should be crossplay. I'd have to check, but I do believe it's crossplay. I like these trucks, these military trucks. They're actually Russian military. That's what they're designed off of. I think like there's others like Germany may use them and stuff, but Yeah, the auto load does definitely keep getting better and better all the time. Like I said, I just forgot to adjust it. Sorry, the wife was sent me a message. That's all. But yeah, so here we go. We got lots of wood in here. 115,000 anyways.
That's saying something. So if you're
Put this
waiting for
away.
inspiration, it isn't coming.
Good enough for now, because that's a used one.
I mean, at this rate,
But see, yeah, you can take the logs out of here. Normally you'd use your tractor, but you're stuck in the fence. Nice. Good job. I'm going to have a problem with that until the construction is done. Where'd my log go? I can't even get to my thingy.
I can care that none of us know what for blood.
Nice. It won't let me. It's too close to the fence. It's in the construction zone. Well, I'll use it afterwards, but... Oh well, I can't use that for now, temporarily. Have to do it the old-fashioned way, knocking trees down. Yeah, so I got another sawmill there, and as you can see, it's under construction, so it's going to take 3 months, I think it said. 3 phases. Yeah, so we're in month 2 already, and each month, well, next month, the end of this month, it'll cost me 14,481. But I still got to put some more beams and stuff in there, so that price should go down. Because if you don't put stuff in, it'll still build it, but it just costs you more. So the more that you can add, the cheaper it'll be. Up to a certain point, anyways. So wood beams, I still need, what, 1, 2? So we're going to grab a wood beam. That over here. So it took what it needed. I need planks. I still need 684. No. I need 3. 2.5 long planks. This one over. Should take a partial of this one. No. I do need 3. Okay, that's fine. We've got lots to spare. But now if I look at this, because I've supplied more, yeah, see, next month instead of 14,000, or at the end of this month, it's only down to 9,000 now. So if I finish, well, that is everything. Okay. 9,000 at the end of this month and 20,250 at the end of next month. Don't forget your safety stuff. Why is there a game controller there? Can anybody know your control? Check key binding. Read the in-game help control before you start. Use the right machine for the job. Check fuel levels before setting off. Save game regularly. Don't lose progress. Look after your equipment. Respect your farm. Play smart farm. What? Yeah. Okay. Be aware. Yeah. Okay. Anybody ever read that stuff? I'm sure somebody probably has. You can't be the only one. I'm still hungry. I'm getting tired too. Need to eat. Need to eat. May as well have a full meal here. No, I don't want that. I want Control L. Right Control L. Cost me 20 bucks. I might as well rest a little bit too, right? And that is Control Right Control R. There, I rested a while. I am fully rested, no more fatigue. What do we got for shavings? Wood chips, 54th. So let's grab the tractor. We're gonna grab this trailer. We're gonna load up these peas. If I can line up the tractor properly. Now I'm going to empty these crates into the trailer, and they will pay me for the crates, so I'll add all that up and add it to the bank. I'm just going to call it the bank. So we got 150 per crate, so 300, so 600 is going to give to me after every crate is empty. What is survival mod? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I get so involved with the game, I forget to look at chat. I'm so sorry. What is survival mod? It looks neat. Okay, so it gave me 1, 2, 3, so 600 bucks, right? So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go to farm management. We're going to transfer money. We're gonna clear that. 600 bucks. Transfer. Go back to what we were. Yeah, it's what do they call that? That is human factors, it's called. And what you at the top, you got that. There is you can change all your settings for it. Human factors, so you can show your HUD on and off, right? Enable fatigue on and off, your hunger is on and off, your wages is on and off, and your thirst on and off, right? And so basically what you got to do is you got to keep track of it. Like right now I'm 3% hungry, 3% thirsty, 2% fatigued. Now when your fatigue starts getting too high, your screen will start getting darker and darker, and at a certain point even your vehicle will slow down, right? And you got a bottle of water. So right now if I wanted to, let's see, eat eat menu, right control K. You've eaten recently, gotta wait 2.7 hours. Okay, so it won't up. Drink is U, I think. Yes. So right control U. So right now I've got, I can take 0.25 liter drink of water, or I can spend $2.50 and get a coffee. Right? So if I drink that right now, I'm down to 3% instead of 4% on my thirst. It shows the bottle of water at 0.50, right? I've worked 0.4 hours. Now, work hours are only if you're on the machine. You're just running around, it doesn't do nothing. It doesn't show hours, right? But if I come into where your sleep trigger is, right? Refill the bottle. So control I, right control I. I've now refilled my bottle. It's back up to 1 liter. So it forces you to come home to do certain things. Now, if you wanted to eat a full meal, same thing. Full meal, right control L. And I've eaten, but it will come up and it costs you $20 to eat a full meal. And so, like, again, and to eat a full meal, you have to be at the sleep trigger. So if you're getting way too hungry, I mean, yeah, you could eat your small little meals, right? Because there's snack, and then which gives you like a quarter of your stuff back, or small meal, I think it is, which gives you 50% back. But if you're too far gone and you need to have a big meal or even rest, because you can rest too, as you can see up here in the menu box, you can hit right control R and it'll help you rest for a little bit and bring your fatigue down a little, right? But yeah, if you get too far, it forces you to come all the way back to your house to eat a full meal and fill your water bottle, right? So again, it's just that making it just that little bit harder for you. Something you got to pay attention to. Now you also you get paid a wage too at the end of every month, I think. Not much, but you get paid a wage. So again, now if I'm going to take these peas. I mean, I could have waited for a long time, but just trying to show you guys exactly how I'm going to keep track of stuff that's outside of the sawmill. So we're going to bring this up to the farmer's market. And you kind of saw there, I added, when I transferred the peas, it credited me $150 per crate. So I transferred that was worth $600, so I transferred that to the bank, keeping only what I've had. So now I can't do $50 increments. I usually round down, so sometimes round down, round up, depending. But if I come over here, sell these peas, right? $435, $967. So 7,540. So 7,540. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go transfer money. We're gonna clear that out. 7,500. Now I can't do the 40. It's on the low side, so I'm just gonna go to 7,500. Now, if you watch, you can faintly see the two bank accounts on the two different farms. So I'm going to hit transfer. It drops me down to 436. Right? So that's just kind of the way I'm going to keep track of external profit. Now again, what do I got in that? I got 46,000. So if I want go buy, I don't know, a plow or something, and it's 30,000, I can take and transfer 30,000 out of here, put it in here, and that outside money now has bought, equipment in a sense, right? Or if I wanted to, buy a yarder or something. I don't know. I just think it's a good way to keep track of it in this scenario, anyways. Just some fake farm, and away you go. Yeah, this is a good, like, a survival map type thing, because you got just enough logging that you can do logging if you want. You got enough land to do farming. Now, if you want to get to the other side of the river, you're going to have to build yourself a bridge. Yeah, there's no way to cross this water over here other than swimming. But swimming doesn't work very good when you're trying to drive a tractor across. It might actually be shallow enough in some spots to drive a tractor or something across, but that'd be up to you to try. I mean, you could terraform the land so it raises up, but you kind of take away from this aesthetics of it. I think what I did on one of my other saves is right about here somewhere. Yeah, where the opening is. I brought the land up just a little bit right here and on the other side, and then I think I don't know if I have it activated or not, but fences, lights, others. Yeah, I may not have it activated, but I do have a bridge pack. Yeah, I don't think I have it activated. That's just lights, that's just fences. I'm pretty sure it's not in any of this. Yeah, it's all just trees and grass and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't have it activated, but basically, yeah, I raised it up right here where I'm standing and a little bit on the other side, made a road up to the road up here, and then, yeah, put my bridges across. I put 2 bridges for 2 lanes, and it seemed to work good. I just happened to be a nice place. It's narrow enough, you know. Nice map, though. I think it needs a couple little things, like there should have been a bridge to begin with. Because there's a lot of water, a lot of space on the other side that you can't get to because of the river. All right. And I built that bridge right in here. Now I suppose you could clear up and, make it a little narrower or something, but I figured that was a good spot because it was kind of near the town. You could probably do it over here too if you wanted. You're kind of near the town. And then you could, yeah, have all your farms over here and stuff. That's the only field. So you said doing contracts. That's the only, well, I guess there's a logging contract. Figured maybe there was a field contract, but But yeah, that's the only field there is. Oh, okay, it's like I don't have a forklift, but forklift's inside the construction zone. Somewhere. Well, oh, it's over there in the corner. Hey, well, I think I could probably sell my tent, eh? What do you think? Now that the house is done, sell off this tent. It's done good. That's not what I want. I want this. I mean, I could leave it there, but... Well, tent, you did good. We'll pack you up and we'll use you for camping some other time. Cost me $176 to put you there, and you're only worth $17 now. Nice. Fix up the land that you were on. And there we go. Almost like it never happened. This grass is slowly growing back. Anyway, let's see what we got for wood. 112. So, I think we'll just leave that for the night, I guess. Go sleep in our house for the first time tonight. First time. Big old loggy cabin, watch some Netflix or something. Some Prime. Actually, you know what? We'll kick on the YouTube and we'll freaking watch Old Gamers Lane and Wayne. That's a great old hoot time. So, yeah. And then maybe we'll watch some Texas Ginger Girl, you know, doing some snow running. Some Gamer Shadow, watching him doing some ETS, right? Go check them all out. They're great content creators. You won't regret it. What are we getting into for a month anyways? We're in July. $9,000 construction paid. I saw a wage there, but so one more month. Oh, close the door. One more month and that other sawmill will be done, and then we can start loading that up. I really gotta flatten out this road a bit. Keep saying that, but okay, so we are at 74,000 for trees. Prefab walls, all that's gotta go. So we're gonna hop in this truck. I'm gonna get this stuff loaded. Push this outside, maybe. Stupid door. Stay open. Where are you going? Okay, let's get this stuff loaded up. We want, just to make sure we're not trying to yank on anything else here. What do we want? Why? Wood beam, no. Prefab walls only. Did we get them all? Look at that. Got them all. Prefab walls go to, who's the highest bidder today? Highest bidder today is, we're ignoring the buildable log cabin. That's the one on the main starting farm, and it shows that you can bring it there, but it doesn't want to take it, so I don't know. But anyways, farmer's market 2.4, 2.5 for the warehouse. Warehouse it is. Eastbound down. At least the warehouse isn't very far away. Look at that. What the heckaroonies? You went down the hill, you turned 2 corners, and then you fall off? Seriously? And you're right here. Like, you're right there. You guys are like a bunch of gremlins. Feed you after midnight or you're gonna act up. Too bad we couldn't just dump water on you and have you multiply, but, you know, that's not going to happen, is it? Yeah, over 500,000? Better be. 108,301. $134,985. $500,000. We're on our way. We're on our way. Okay, so we'll double check where the would be. Whoa, past the driveway, back up. Figure out where the wood beams have got to go. We'll load them up. Alright, let's see. Wood beams. Where's the wood beams going? See the planks? Planks are... Did I even look at prefab walls? Yeah, I just got lucky, that's all. Anyways, planks are 25 and 24, so warehouse. Long planks. Long planks are going to the farmer's market. So, and it's the wood beams. 51.8. Warehouse. So warehouse and planks are warehouse. Yes. So let's start loading these guys. And we'll go around, we'll grab the planks. This way we can just drop them all up at once. Okay. Okay, let's get these ones over there. Oh, I knocked some over. Now we are going to make sure, yep, okay. Okay, let's get them over there before they all decide to go freaky again. Seem like they're all holding in place so far. Looks like that one's starting to move a little bit. $707,257. Now we're gonna grab the long planks, bring them to the farmer's market. I still gotta eat. I keep forgetting to eat. Did it again. Sure, I'm gonna put a gate on this road so I can't go any further. I better run up to the house and eat a whole meal here. And we're gonna stay away from that stuff. Now, I'm gonna do a quick run up to the house and eat something. Be cool if I could like go in the kitchen and do it, but full meal, right? Yep, full meal is Control R. You gotta be right at the sleep trigger. So right here now we got sleep trigger, so we got full meal. I think that's all we can do is full meal. Cost me $20, right? Now, still a little unrested, so we're gonna go Control, yeah, right Control R. Now I'm fully rested. Okay. Let's go finish what we were doing. Jump. I can fly. Okay, so I'm going to push all of these over now. No door. Okay, so we're going to load, right? Again, why did it do that? Odd. And it seems to be with the long planks. I don't know why. Didn't take the turn wide, no. Sneak it in there. They all gonna stay there? Or are they gonna go freaky stupid on me again? Doing good. Doing good. 400 meters left. $83,000. Huh. Past $750,000. Not bad, my friends. Not bad. What time is it? 8:30? Yeah. Yeah, that human factor really seems to come into play when you're doing like long harvests and stuff. You're running back and forth, you're not paying attention, you're sitting in the harvester, and then, you just have a snack every now and then, but you start getting tired after a while. You're either going to switch out with somebody that's freshly slept, or you got to just call it a day. But it starts almost limiting you how long you're in the field for, and you can't just run all night all the time. You actually have to go home and rest and sleep. Forces you to sleep, in a sense, right? I know, I like it as something like that. We got a $20,000 payout here to do here. $20,000 bill coming up at the end of this month. So we are down 72,000. So I think it is time to start finding some trees. You call up old Paul Bunyan here and freaking start dismantling some wood fibers. I'm thinking I kind of want to leave the, you know, like a thick edge of trees along the laneway here. I might keep that as a laneway, so I might stay back, you know, roughly about here. So we'll start going that way, no big deal. I can always plant trees. Really? When I say I want to keep the trees, you're going to get hung up in the tree. Thanks. I just figured out what OGL and OGW is. You know that? Oh boy. No, it hasn't been 3 live streams at all today. Got about 3 hours each. Yeah, I was thinking like what Wayne and Lane were doing. If I were to buy property 11, which is out here, right? Come on, there you go. Property 11. Yeah, a lot of it is water, but gives me this little bit of forest here, right? And figure out what machine they were using to plant those rows of trees, and I could fill this whole bit of property here all the way up to, you know, wherever I want to go to, really. So if I can figure out what machine they do, I might just buy this. I mean, it is $400,000, but it's $400,000 and a lot of it I can't use. So is it worth it? Yeah, the human factor really does work. And you know what? For supper, we had pancakes and sausage. And I had peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter on my pancakes with homemade maple syrup. That's what we had for supper. So I've had lots of protein, had my fibers and starches. Yeah, we're good. Sugars. Now, where would that be? Let's see. Harvesters, grains, windrowers, spider going up my wall. Probably in the forestries, right? In the forestry stuff. Tree planters. That one there, the yellow one, eh? It's not bad. 27,000. What's it need? 120 horsepower. I think my little orange one's got that. My little Kubota. If not, well, I'll have to buy a bigger tractor. That's what the auxiliary fund is for. Okay, okay. What's the trees worth? Saplings. I guess it depends on, well, they're all the same, 1,000. You get tree saplings. Tree saplings, what's the difference? Besides the amount. Or is this just a smaller picture of a bigger box of these things? 20. Doesn't make a difference, I guess. Auto load pallet. Oh, it's just because it's from different packages. Like this is the tree saplings, right? It's 20 of them. But this one is the exact same thing, but it's the auto load pallet package. And then this one is from the liftable pallets and bales package. So they're all the same. And that's what you guys were planting, were the tree saplings? Or were you planting poplar? I think in the tree saplings, right? The tall ones to cut down. Okay. I think we might just have to do that. But I don't, like I said, I don't know if I want to do 11 because it's 407, but a good chunk of that property is just the water. So is it worth it? Now, 12 on the other hand, I got a whole lot more trees. 418, a little bit more, a whole lot of tree area, and then a whole big area that I can plant trees and just a tiny bit of water. Right? And then you got a bunch of little small ones over here. But again, to get over here, you got to cross the water. Now, if I get 10, could plant a whole bunch of trees on 10. There's very little water. It's only 268,000. 18, not bad. 247. It's got some trees and a little bit of area. 259 over there. 9 wouldn't be a bad one. Bunch of trees, open area to plant trees. Right now, I think my best bet is probably 12 if I want to plant trees. If I don't, number 4 is probably best. It's half the price, and it's nothing but bush. So I could leave the bush up the laneway and around the house a bit, and just work my way all the way across the back of the map here, or the side of the map, whichever. If I wanted to, I could always pull up number 3 and number 2 as well. Number 13 is a lot of tree with just a little bit of a creek. It's 530,000 though. So, but okay, back to what I was doing. So yeah, there's options that we can definitely do. But I think right now, I mean, we got a lot of trees here that we can dismantle before we even really need to do that. I think the trees take what, 2 years? 2 years to grow? Do they not? Don't cut them. Trim them. Stuck. Yeah, go. Now, for you. Now, let's go see what we can do here. Like I said, I want to try and use this, but if I start getting frustrated with it, that's it. It's super strength time. I think it went in the log keeper. Let's see, can I get him? Other way, other way. There we go. Down, down. There we go. I think it's hooked on that thing. I don't think it's got nothing to do with the tractor being heavy. I think it's hooked on this. Yeah. Somehow it was hooked on something over there. Damn it. It keeps taking my logs. I think I may have to move that thing, which means I'm going to have to rebuild it. Are you stuck too? Not too bad, I got you. Well, if it goes in there, I'll just get him out of there. It works. Not what I want, but it works. I think this log fork thing will work pretty good with getting those little log storage. Didn't even get anything? Stuck on a tree, stuck on a tree. Stuck in another tree. Stuck in a storage. That's one gone. Still stuck on a tree. You know, in real life, you would snap off already. Yeah, I got a couple in there. Nice. You kind of see what I mean? Now, unfortunately, getting these things out, I can't. One, the fence went through them. Two, the trigger's in there. It won't let me hit the trigger because, as you saw earlier, all it wants to do is activate the construction trigger. So, until next month. Now, at the same time, I think this thing might be in the wrong spot. Which means I have to sell it and then turn around and rebuild it, like over here or something, or further out of the way, so that when I cut down trees, oh, there's still one there. So when I cut down trees, I can maneuver them around. I was carrying them with the tractor, so I'm allowed to use super strength. Stay away from that one. Did you steal that one too? I'm taking them over back here. That thing is ginormous. We've got a few trees like that around here. There's one right at the end of our laneway that I can't even put my arms halfway around. So if I try to give it like a hug, my arm only comes to like here, not even halfway on both sides. It's that big around. There's a few of them around here on the property. Big old oak trees. Are these oaks? They got it wrong. Bad. These leaves, these oak leaves, you see how they're like rounded, right? The edges are rounded. Each lobe is kind of rounded off. That is a white oak leaf, okay? Red oak, those lobes are pointed. Same shape, but they're pointed. This is red oak bark. So they got white oak leaves on red oak tree. White oak would look... do we have anything here that kind of resembles white oak? white oak would look more like this. White oak bark would be closer to this. See, that's white oak, that's white oak. But technically it's actually on this tree. But white oak bark would look like that with these leaves. Just, you know, a little tidbit of information. Actually, this one would be pretty close. Well, yeah, either way. So, what are we at here? 2:39. 2 hours and 39 minutes. Do I want to fight with these big guys? Or do I want to leave them on the property? Now, let's take some of these down because I'm going to need some road room. I'm going to need to be able to get to this side, so there is one big one that's going to come down. Get these little guys out. No. Don't get hung up now. Okay, so
I can care that none of us know what we're bloody doing.
well, it's not something you want your boss to hear. Okay, thank you, sir. Well, both of you, thank you very much for stopping in. You know, muchly appreciated having you here. And I'm glad that I can do this challenge. You know, having a good time doing it.
You're getting paid by the hour, lads, not by the conversation.
You hear that? You get paid by the conversation. But anyways, yeah, I'm having a good time. We'll see you on your next live. Why are my lights flickering? My ceiling lights are flickering. Just so you guys know, if I happen to disappear, it's probably because we had a power outage, but I don't see why we would. I mean, it's not raining. I don't even think it's cloudy outside. But yeah, the lights are flickering for some reason. So we're gonna save this a couple times in case I lose power. Yeah, see, I can easily move this stuff with the tractor, so instead of you guys watching me fight with that stupid log fork thingy, I will spare you the pain and do this the quick and easy way. Especially if that stupid thing will stop stealing my logs. The thing's definitely getting moved. Unfortunately, it's going to cost me money, but these lights are really flickering. Something's going on. I know the other day we had maybe a 5-minute thunder shower. 5-10 minutes. And lightning hit somewhere close by, but it hit a... I'm thinking it hit one of those power booster stations, right? Because lightning flashed, and then the lights went out in the house, the shop, everything, so the power went out. I'd say about 5-6 seconds after the lights went out, the crack of thunder hit, and then I'd say about 3 or 4 seconds after that, the power was back on. I'm just wondering if this flickering has got something to do with it. Now you're finally proud of it. Yeah, so the way these lights are flickering, I don't know if I should just stop the live stream or what. I think this is what I'll do is I'm just going to call it a night. It's almost another 3 hours anyways. So I want to thank everybody so much for being here tonight. Go check out Old Gamer Lane and Wayne, Texas Ginger Girl. Who else has been here? I don't know if Mama Bear was here. No. But definitely go check all of them out. You know, Farmer Donkey, Gamer Shadow. You know, there's so many. Miss Dust Bunny. Yeah. Anyways, yes, thank you so much for being here. Please hit that like button if you're liking the content and what I'm doing. And if you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and definitely hit that bell notification so you get notified when I do go live and post videos. And yeah, you can always check out my other 2 channels, Blue Streak Customs, which is scale modeling. I do scale modeling, plastic models, and wooden ships. You can also check out Blue Streak Bush Ranch, which is basically everything that I do on the outside. The sawmill and the wood siding and going through the bush and everything. So yeah, you can check those out too. So again, thank you so much for being here, and you have yourselves all a great night.